Hello and welcome to France. Bienvenue. We are live for the Glory 64 Prelims right on the France-German border. What a beautiful city it is, and what a great little arena. The Reina Sports Arena in downtown Strasbourg. My name is Todd Grisham, alongside the former Glory welterweight champion of the world, Joseph Valtellini. So many great fights to get to tonight, 16 in all, including our Glory Superfight Series and Glory 64, 2 world title fights tonight.
Yeah, we got the rematch between Anissa Meksen and Tiffany Van Soest, and then the welterweight title on the line, where you got Cedric Doumbé and Haru Grigorian squaring off for the first time.
Much more on those fights throughout the night, but let's focus on the here and the now. That is the prelims. We have 6 fights to get to. We'll jump into our card right now. And Joe, of these 6 fights, which one are you most excited to see?
Well, it has to be the featured bout with Garrick Villet versus Michael Polandre. We saw them last at Glory 60 Lyon. Both are coming off impressive TKO wins, so we might have our next up-and-comer from the lightweight division from France.
Let's jump right into our first fight of the night, and here it is. It's our tail of the tape. 2 Frenchmen squaring off, Daniel Crost and Mathieu Seva. Crost, 34 years old, 5 foot 10.5 inches. That's an inch taller than Seva. But it'll be Seva with a slight reach advantage.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Reina Sport Arena. 6 preliminary bouts scheduled. Our first bout of the evening. 3 3-minute rounds in Glory's middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner. Trained as a boxer in Muay Thai, he comes in search of his first professional win and will make his Glory debut tonight. He stands 5 feet 9 and 1/2 inches, 1.76 meters, and he weighed in at 186 and 1/2 pounds, 84.6 kilos. Fighting tonight out of France, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mathieu Claverlang Seva. Here now is his opponent, fighting out of the white corner, a 2-time French amateur champion, and his professional record perfect. 4 fights, 4 wins, all of those wins coming by way of knockout. He stands 5 feet 10 and 1/2 inches, 1.79 meters, and he weighed in at 187.2 pounds, 84.5 kilos. He's fighting tonight in front of his hometown fans in Strasbourg, France. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Daniel Crost. And the referee in charge of this bout is Bas Kester.
Fighters. White corner. Okay, gentlemen, this fight is on the Glory rules, yeah? I want a nice and clean fight, no forbidden techniques, okay? Obey my commands at all time, okay? Keep it clean, shove gloves. Back to your corner.
It's a case of better late than never for Daniel Crost, 34 years old, just getting his professional career underway, Joe. 4 wins, or 4 fights so far, 4 wins.
Yeah, and all 4 wins coming by knockout, so known for his power and his power punches, that is.
Daniel Crost in the black shorts, Seva, nicknamed Clubber Lang, in the white.
Both guys like to come forward, and especially like their boxing. You see a nice right hand from Seva.
Seva on the attack early. Crost describes his style as power and rage. Aren't you supposed to control your emotions in there, Joe?
Well, he's got 4 knockouts, so it seems to be working for him so far.
He's biding his time right now, perhaps letting Seva get a couple shots in to tire him out.
Yeah, now he's coming forward. Looks like he's calling him on.
The majority of the early arriving fans here are for Crost. Said he sold over 100 tickets to friends and family.
Nice inside low kick from Crost.
And another one. And he keeps waving it in, but as he's doing that, he's taking some shots.
Yeah, a lot of those are off the guard. But both guys haven't really attacked the body yet. Could be a good strategy.
A lot of low kicks, though.
Yep. There's that body shot from Crost.
And now it's Crost who's on the front foot, firing away. Nice 1-2. This is Seva's 2nd professional fight. He is 0-1. Describes his style as English boxing, loves to box. former member of the French military. Did a tour of Afghanistan with the French Armed Forces.
Nice low kick exchange.
These guys going right after it here in round one of our opening prelim.
Very close round so far.
Firing away at the inside of the left leg is Seva over and over again, cross-driving over and over again.
It's a good way. He knows Seva has a lot of power in his hands, so chop away at the legs, try to take some power away. And Kraus is doing a good job at sitting in the pocket, knowing that he can take the power punches. And that's why he's able to get those low kicks, because he's defending in the pocket, and then he counters off with that inside low kick.
Good right hand to the body there. Another nice flurry from Prost. Seva started the round better. Prost finished better.
Yeah, absolutely. Those inside low kicks are starting to build up. It's going to make Seva think twice about coming in and just throwing his hands so easily.
There is Prost, fighting out of Lorraine, France. Basically, Strasbourg, it's a suburb of Strasbourg. He considers this his hometown, turned pro in August, and has already compiled a 4-0 record with 4 knockouts.
His opponent, Seva, nicknamed Clubber Lang from Rocky, big Rocky fan. Fighting style always going forward, and you see, especially with his hands, but he is mixing up those low kicks. So he's going to have to maybe move a little bit more this round to be more effective with his boxing.
And Joe, for those watching Glory Kickboxing for the first time, they see low kicks and they're like, oh, what's the big deal? How important are low kicks in this sport?
Well, it's really important because it's half of the body, and I mean, they can build up really well. You can shut down fighters' offense. You can score well. I mean, I'm a big believer in the low kick, so I mean, that's a biased question for me. But very important. You can already see how it added up and the damage they're doing to Seva. But if you're going to eat a low kick like that, I like that Seva countered right back with his own low kick.
As you can see, the judges' scores are being posted on your screen, and yes, those are official. We have open scoring here in France. 3 judges giving it to Prost and 2 to Seva.
Outside low kick for Seva seems to be his scoring shot.
And again, it's Seva who starts the round a little better.
And now the crowd's coming alive.
There was a knee thrown in there. Seva trying to expand his offensive horizons here.
I still think Seva needs to attack the body, then go back up to the head, because you see Kraus, when he defends, really high guard, leaving that body open for a nice body shot.
All Glory fights scheduled for 3 rounds. Unless they are title fights, then it's 5. You can see the redness on the mid-body of Prost.
Yep, that's from the right body kicks. You see Seva attack the leg, hand's gone to the body, but those body shots are hurting Seva.
Good opening fight here from Strasbourg.
Yeah, good back and forth combination work. Mixing the punches and the kicks. Well done.
And judges have to see the blood on the outside, or the welting on the outside of the left leg of Prost, as well as on his body. That's damage.
Yeah, that's scoring. But
good jab. Good little jab there from Seva.
And I want to see Kraus go back to that inside low kick a little bit more relentlessly. Definitely a better round for Seva.
Flying knee for Prost. This crowd really loving it. We expect several thousand more to be here by the end of tonight. These are the first arrivers, and they're getting a treat. And Joe, there was a perfect example of what a low kick can do and how it can throw off a timing or a combination your opponent's trying to throw.
Yeah, especially when Seiva throws heavy with his hands. He has to put weight on that front leg. So that's where Kraus' inside low kick is doing a good job at kind of taking the power away from the hands.
Good round here for Seiva.
Ooh. Yep, now he's changing levels with that left kick. Good strategy from Kraus.
Nice round there for Clubber Lang. I pity the fool who thinks he lost that round.
Yeah, definitely a great round for him.
Here are the Glory rules. 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. Punches, kicks, and knees with illegal strikes. 3 knockdowns in a round or 4 in the fight results in a TKO.
Scoring criteria is based on the following prioritized criteria, starting with knockdowns, followed by cumulative damage inflicted, followed by number of clean scoring strikes with an emphasis on spectacular techniques over the normal scoring techniques. Finally, if there's no clear advantage, judges look for aggression.
And as I mentioned, we do have open scoring tonight. 5 judges score it on a 10-point must system. You'll see the scores at home after each round. The fighters and their trainers will see those scores as well here on the in-house Tron. So what does Kraus need to do here in round 3?
Well, he still needs to keep coming forward, and I still feel he needs to go to that inside low kick. But he needs to mix it up now. Maybe take that left kick to the body, to the head. Now's the time for some level changes.
Let's see the scores. 4 of the 5 gave it to Seiva, so let's look at the totals here. It's very close, Joe. It will come down to this 3rd round.
For Seiva, I'm really liking his punch to outside low kick combinations. I really like when he's ending his punch combinations with his kicks.
Again, downstairs for Seiva. Seiva is obviously a better fighter when he's going forward.
Yeah, his pressuring, his combination work seems to be working well for him. Kraus likes to come forward, and that's where he's doing his best work. So, good pressure from Seiva. And those low kicks, that's it. It's hurting.
You can tell it's affecting him. He keeps wincing in pain and glancing down. Seiva, who's wearing the black gloves, going to town now on Kraus. Ooh.
Yeah, we've seen Kraus only go inside. Maybe switch it up, go outside low kick. But it's going to be hard for him to put weight on that lead leg now that it's damaged.
A huge moment in Matteo Seiva's career. Just his 2nd pro fight, 30 years old, fighting here on Glory. Big moment, and he's going after. But how about these kicks from Kraus?
Yeah, he's going to the body now, 1 for 1.
It's either man's fight here midway through the 3rd round. Maybe fatigue setting in for Kraus. He's got a lot of muscle to carry around.
Seiva just threw a nice right hand, right uppercut. Here, did it again.
And now it's Kraus trying to press forward, trying to be the aggressor.
Nice combination work when he went to that body kick instead of the leg.
Boy, he is shredding the left leg of Seiva. And a nice right. And again, Kraus keeps calling him in. Maybe Kraus should go meet him.
Yeah, Kraus maybe needs to throw a counter punch, not just wait. Let Seiva reset right away after Seiva throws his combination. Throw the counter punch right away.
Not again, okay? Time in.
19
Fight.
seconds to go here in the 3rd and final round. Does Kraus have something left? Looks a little bit fatigued. Got a break as they put the mouthpiece back in.
Now Kraus went a little bit more to the body. He should have went there a little earlier on in the fight, but he's pressing now, trying to get that last minute, 2nd finish.
And Seiva's firing back. Good fight to start the night here in Strasbourg between Matteo Seiva and Daniel Kraus. What do you think, Joe?
Well, I got to give the advantage to Seva. I think his low kick work was doing the most damage, his pressure, so I got to give him the unanimous decision win.
Plenty more fights like that to come. Here's what we have starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time in the United States. 2 top 5 light heavyweights get things going, Abena and Duke.
Fun fight. Both guys really known for their punching power. Michael Duke, number 4, is a little upset he's not number 1, so expect him to use the experience to try to take Abena to the deep waters.
The 2 world title fights, a rematch in the first one, and the first ever meeting between Harut Grigorian and Doumbé in the main event. Let's jump into our highlights from a rousing affair between Seva and Kraus.
Yeah, very good fight, especially the first round, really close. We saw Kraus do some good work with the hands, but Seva's combination work, the way he was able to throw his hands and finish with his low kicks, and showed really good signs of defense covering his head, but really hard fight for Seva to get anything going because Kraus kept countering back with his own combinations, landed some good inside low kicks throughout the fight, but the power and the pressure of Seva just seemed to be a little too much for Kraus. We saw him come forward and try to get some offense, mixing levels at the end of the fight, but great fight from both gentlemen.
Well, we saw in the open scoring, there were 2 judges who had it 3 judges that had it 19-19. If those 3 pick either one of these fighters unanimously, that's who's going to win. Who got the job done? For that answer, we send it into the ring and Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. Here are the totals from our 5 ringside judges. They score this bout 29-28, Seva. 30-27, Kraus. And our 3 remaining judges all have it 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Matthew Seva.
There you have it, Joe. All 3 judges decided Seva won that 3rd round.
Yeah, absolutely. That was his best round in the fight. I thought he did great. And those low kicks really started to go up. The second criteria is damage, and those low kicks did the most damage.
I wouldn't mind seeing that again next time we come to France.
Absolutely.
Nice job, fellas. 5 more prelim fights to go. Then we jump into our Glory Super Fight Series, and what a card that is going to be. 9 fighters ranked in the top 10 of their respective divisions.
Saturday, March 9th, Glory 64 Super Fight Series.
Another knockout victory! This is a street fight, ladies and gentlemen. Another big left hand, and now he's just teeing off. It's over.
Glory 64 Super Fight Series, Saturday, March 9th. Check date and time in your area. Don't miss it.
We get set for our second prelim of the night. Here comes River Daz making his Glory debut, and a lot to be excited about from this young man.
Yeah, undefeated, 24 wins, 0 losses. So let's see if he can keep his undefeated record.
And now here is his opponent, Vincent Fosciani.
Vincent Fosciani, nicknamed the Viking. He fights out of Constance, Germany. And several fans making their way across the border here into France from Germany. It literally is about a kilometer away from here.
Yeah, he's going to be a fun fighter to watch. More of an intelligent Muay Thai style, but he's motivated. He wants to win, and he really wants top 10 in the featherweights right away after this.
Here is our tale of the tape. Daz, 25 years old. He's 2 inches shorter than Fosciani, but it'll be Fosciani who has a 1.5-inch reach advantage over the Australian.
Professional experience, double the fights for River Daz, and the power KO percentage is actually going to Fosciani.
We are scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in Glory's featherweight division, and introducing first, Standing on my left and fighting out of the black corner, he is a WMC Australian national champion. His professional record, 24 wins, no losses, 1 bout scored even, and 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He makes his Glory debut tonight. Standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, 1.73 meters. He weighed in at fight time at an even 142 pounds, 64.4 kilograms. He's here tonight, fighting out of Melbourne, Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Filipino Flash, River Daz. Here now is his opponent, fighting out of the white corner, a 7-time ISKA amateur champion as a professional. 7 wins with 4 losses. 5 of those 7 wins coming by way of knockout. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, 1.75 meters, and he weighed in at 143.1 pounds, 64.9 kilos. He fights tonight out of Konstanz, Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Vincent the Viking Forciani. And the referee in charge of this bout, Gianmario Girasole.
Gents, you know the rules. Touch your gloves if you want to. Corner.
Vincent Forciani is actually a kindergarten teacher, so you know there's a bunch of 5- and 6-year-old German kids watching right now, if their parents allow them. As for River Daz, he's a full-time fighter, and a pretty good one. Has never been beaten in 25 pro fights.
Time. Fight.
River Daz in the black gloves, Forciani in the white.
You see Forciani is the southpaw. So he's going to really look to use that left kick with level changes, but River Daz, very experienced for such a young athlete.
You say experienced, Joe. He's experienced in Muay Thai. This is actually his first ever Glory Rules kickboxing fight. What does he need to show you that he's made the transition?
Well, it's going to be how he relies on the defense, because you don't have a clinch, where a lot of Muay Thai fighters block punch defense with the clinch. So that's where boxing becomes a more important part of kickboxing.
Stop. Fight.
Nice straight left there for Forciani. We asked Forciani where he got the nickname the Viking. He said, well, it's because my mother's from Norway. And not just from Norway, Joe. She's from the northernmost city in the world, Hammerfest, Norway.
Very cool.
I imagine summer season is about a day long there.
You see Daz really trying to pressure, especially with his hands. Here he's mixing. Nice head movement from Daz as well.
Fight.
And typically, Joe, Muay Thai fighters do a lot of their striking with legs, primarily because in Muay Thai, kicks are scored more than punches.
Yeah, absolutely. The body kick is scored a lot, so that's why you see a lot of the Thai fighters like Siddhachai and Pet Panamarum have some of the most vicious left kicks in the game.
Nice exchange there for Forciani.
Break. Fight.
Good technical matchup so far, too.
Nice right hand to the body there for Daz. Daz had opportunities to go to several other organizations, decided to hold out for Glory, finally got his wish. Told us when he walked into the hotel, Tiffany Van Soos walked right next to him, and he was so nervous he couldn't even say hello.
Yeah, we even got to sit on in the gym together. We rode the stationary bike together. So I got to learn a little bit about him and his team. He's just loving the experience so far.
Took him 30 hours to arrive from Australia. How about that trip and a straight right hand there? Good one from Forciani.
Yeah, but what Daz is doing well is he's deciding to stay in the pocket, use his hands a little bit more, instead of sitting long and letting Forciani use his kicks.
A little bit more here about Vincent Forciani. I told you about his nickname, the Viking. His mother, who lived in Norway, moved to Germany, and that's where Forciani was born. His trainer, there on the left, David Strupler, is from Switzerland. In fact, Joe, tonight I believe I counted that there will be 16 different countries represented.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So we have a German facing this man who's from Australia.
Yeah, River Daz from Australia, nicknamed the Filipino Flash. We keep talking about his impressive record, 24 wins, no losses, 1 draw. Not too many knockouts on his record, but so far is doing a good job at really sitting in the pocket, using his boxing, trying to change levels. Yeah, he wants to stay away from those kicks, so that's where that pressure in his hands is really going. Forciani, you're really trying to see using his knees versus those hands, but the pressure from Daz so far, I think, gave him that first round.
The official judges' scores headed your way momentarily. Open scoring tonight. Some people love it, some hate it. There it is. 4 of the 5 judges giving it to the Filipino Flash.
Yep, he needs to continue with that forward boxing. You can see Forciani really trying to create the space. But Daz is not going to let him.
Still in the beginning stages, a big night here, capped off by 2 world title fights, women's super bantamweight and the men's welterweight division. I'll tell you the fight I'm most excited for is the top 5 light heavyweight battle between Michael Dude and Avena.
Yeah, that can't be a boring fight. I don't think it's possible.
Competitive round here between these two. Featherweights, 143 pounds, 65 kilos.
I like Forciani using the front kick. And then on the inside, use his knees, just like that. Well done. Have to find a way to stop that boxing of Daz.
Fight.
Coming up next, the Glory 64 Super Fight Series. That's a low blow. That'll begin at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. local here in France.
And when it's orthodox versus southpaw, you tend to hit low quite often. Especially because the inside leg kick is an easy weapon to throw, so the jock and the genitals are close.
I love your medical terms.
I was a health teacher.
Yeah.
I taught health in high school, so proper terminology. Well, there's Daz with the front kick as well. He needs some time, needs some space. Now it's Forciani trying to pressure.
Swing and a miss there for Daz.
Fight. Break.
Forciani said that he and his trainer studied as much tape as possible on River Daz, said they're very confident they could beat him. But right now, Daz in the lead after 1.
Forciani, outside of Glory, does have a win over Glory vet Quaid Taranaki, where he ended up winning that fight with knees to the body. So he really wants to get those knees against Daz here. Whoa, nice front kick to the face for Forciani.
I want to say hello to those of you watching in the United States on UFC Fight Pass. We're off and running with our brand new exclusive deal. All of our live events, prelims, Super Fight Series, and Glory events will air in the United States on UFC Fight Pass. Register for the Glory Fight Club at glorykickboxing.com for exclusive access to Glory announcements, pre-sales, merchandise promotions, and more. That's Glory Fight Club.
Post up and then let your hands go. He's trying to knee you, that's all he's got. And he's getting tired. If he's getting tired, you're not. He's getting tired, you're not. Okay? You have 1 round to change everything in your life. Yes. Do it now. Yes.
You could hear the trainer for Riverdaz,
Fight.
Mark Hammer Casanini, saying you've got 1 round to change your life.
Round 2 was closer.
3 judges, in fact, giving it to the German, so it's all up for grabs here in the final 3 minutes. Those 2 judges, 1 and 5, will make the decision.
Yeah, Riverdaz needs to get back to that forward pressure with his hands. But there are those knees. That's why he's a little bit more hesitant coming in on the inside. Porciani's knees seem to be what he's really going for.
Oh, nice left hand to get Riverdaz off guard. Timing beats speed, Joe.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job at just managing that distance, trying to catch Daz as he's coming in. Daz is going to have to try to use some angles, maybe some feints to get on the inside.
Spinning attack, nobody home. Another knee.
Yeah, Porciani's also landing his straight left. He's found the straight left in his knees.
Daz seems to be running out of ideas. What can he do here, Joe?
Well, I think he's got to mix in some feints to try to get Porciani to bite and then really counter off of that with his hands. Maybe attack the body first, maybe with a straight right to the body, then go to the head.
Fight.
Daz's corner told him, listen, Porciani's getting tired, you're not. Does not look that way here in round 3.
Break. Fight.
Daz is giving the output, but it's what's doing the damage.
Porciani can't afford to slow down here at all. Got to remain busy. He's trying that high kick again. It skimmed off the head of Daz.
And then he came in with a nice step knee.
Another close round here.
Yeah, good pressure though from Daz. It could be scoring well. There you go. That's what I like when he attacked the body, then went back upstairs. There we go. Daz is starting to find his hands again.
And Porciani is certainly slowing down when he needs to be speeding up.
Yeah, and he stopped throwing those knees, so there's no big cost for Daz to come in and mix his hands.
10 seconds left. Spinning back fist.
Break. Break. Fight.
And that is it. Who do you like? Gonna be close. So these 2 featherweights giving you everything they had, and we've got another good featherweight battle coming up later tonight. Abdella Asbiri and Anbar Boynazarov in a rematch, a fight we won't soon forget.
Yeah, we saw them. It was a contender tournament final where Asbiri got the nod, but at the end of the fight, the most intensity I think I've seen. Both guys just started yelling at each other, so this is going to be round 4 from their last fight. Hopefully that heat continues.
Let's jump into our highlights from this one between Riverdaz and Vincent Porciani.
That first round was really good for Daz, where his pressure with his hands were really scoring well, but Porciani with his southpaw really used his kicks well, tried to find a straight left in his knees. This second round, 3 out of the 5 judges gave it for Porciani. He found some good kicks, good straight lefts, and some good knees to keep that space. And here's the third round, which was really close. It seemed like Porciani started to fade a little bit more near the end of the round, where Daz was able to get inside, mix his hands a little bit more, but it all comes down to 2 judges. We'll see who they gave it to for the split decision.
Is it going to be Daz or Porciani? That answer now from Tim Hughes. Being told that Tim is still tabulating the scorecards with the judges. When you've got 5 judges, there's a lot of addition and subtraction, I tell you.
Especially with a fight this close, you want to make sure.
Yep. Here comes the veteran voice of the Glory Ring, Mr. Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing, we again go to the judges' scorecard. Our 5 ringside judges give us back a split decision. Scoring this bout, 30-27 Daz, 30-27 Fosciani, 30-27 Daz, 29-28 Fosciani. And our 5th and final judge scores the bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, River Daz!
And you can see what it means to River Daz, a 30-hour plane ride to France. His unbeaten record is maintained.
Yeah, that's the scariest thing, being an unbeaten fighter after 25 fights. You want to keep that oath. But he showed a lot of good experience and, you know, winning the first round, losing the second, and coming back to win the third. So a lot of good promise in the featherweight division for Daz.
We are inching closer to tonight's main card, Glory 64, featuring 2 world title fights.
Saturday, March 9th, Glory 64 Strasbourg.
Anissa Mexon back on top. That is a knockdown. The champ is down here in round 1.
Glory 64 Strasbourg, Saturday, March 9th. Check date and time in your area. Don't miss it. Our next bout of the evening scheduled in the welterweight division for 3 3-minute rounds. And first to make his way to the Glory Ring, again fighting in front of his hometown crowd, Jeremy Antonio.
Jeremy Antonio making his Glory debut, but it took a while, Joe. He's 46-18, 31 years old, but tonight gets the biggest breakthrough of his career.
And he's a southpaw fighter with a Muay Thai background. So let's see how he could adapt to the kickboxing rules, but known to be a technician, and his middle kick is one of his favorites.
And now please welcome his opponent, Danny Trari.
They call him Breezy. You can already see why. Doesn't seem to have a care in the world, does he?
No, he was just, even in the fighter interviews, he's just full of life, full of energy, and he's just happy to be here.
Mixed reaction from this French crowd. He is German, but trains right now in Holland.
Yeah, he's got a very experienced corner behind him. One of his main coaches is Glory vet Thomas Ron. He also goes into Holland and trains at Coliseum Gym. So he gets to spar with guys like Tajani Bestadi, Kevin Van Heekren, Jason Wilness. So comes from a very experienced camp with a lot of great sparring.
And he told us that he's a really good dancer and that he loves to dance.
And I'd agree with him, yeah.
Oh, you think
he's good?
What?
I thought there were some good moves coming down.
I can tell that he loves to dance. I know that. Here's our tail of the tape for this welterweight showdown, 170 pounds, 77 kilos. Trari, 24 years old. Antonio is 31, but look at that reach advantage. 4 full inches for the German.
Professional experience, huge edge for Jeremy Antonio. Good win percentage and KO percentage, slight advantage to the less experienced Danny Trari.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in Glory's welterweight division. Introducing first, a Muay Thai practitioner and a veteran of 64 professional bouts, consisting of 46 wins with 18 losses, 21 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Standing 6 feet even, 1.83 meters. He weighed in at fight time at 163.8 pounds, 74.3 kilograms. Fighting tonight out of Strasbourg, France. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jeremy Antonio. His opponent fighting out of the white corner arrives on a 2-fight winning streak. His professional record, 2 wins, 1 loss. One of those wins coming by knockout. He makes his glory debut tonight in Strasbourg. He stands 6 feet 1 1/2 inches, 1.87 meters, and he weighed in at 163.8 pounds, 74.3 kilograms. Fighting tonight out of nearby Stuttgart, Germany, introducing Danny Breezy Traoré. Here now is your referee in charge of this bout, Rafael Gerardi. Judge. Fight!
Wait, get our cameraman out of there, for God's sakes. There we go. Traoré wearing the white gloves. Antonio in the black. They really didn't have their stare down. Nice kick to the body to start things off.
Yeah, you can see that nice long length of Traoré. But you got to remember, Antonio has the experience advantage, so let's see how he uses it.
I've never seen a ref not bring the fighters together.
Yeah, you saw Traoré didn't want to touch gloves.
Well, the hate is real in this arena for Traoré. Was that a knockdown? That looked like a left hook that connected. Either way, Antonio hops right back up, so no damage.
Yeah, even Antonio does have a lot of power in his hands. He's got 3 KOs in his last 4 fights. But already you see Traoré switching stances.
Listed as a southpaw, he went to orthodox. Says his favorite Glory fighter is Jason Wilness, and he gets to spar with him all the time. Not sure if that's a good or bad thing, because he is a power puncher.
Yeah. So right away, you see Jeremy Antonio wanting to stay close to take away that reach advantage. But a lot of stance switching right now from Traoré. It's hard to tell what stance he'll be in.
It's a huge experience edge for Antonio.
Yeah, especially for Antonio, he needs to weather the early storm of Traoré.
Over 60 pro fights compared to just 3 for Traoré.
Nice counter punch there from Antonio.
Oh, that was a punch on the break. And a warning there for Traoré.
Traoré with his length, really good at using his knees and his right cross. Where Antonio prefers to use the body kicks. But Traoré's moving well. Very difficult for Antonio to get those kicks landing.
We asked Antonio about his strategy, what he knew about Traoré. He said, I know absolutely nothing. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know anything about him. Not watch one piece of video.
Well, a lot of fighters are that way. Even when I was fighting, I maybe watched 30 seconds of a fight just to know what stance they are. Are they punchers or kickers? But you want to impose your style. Make your fighter fight your fight.
Nice little front kick there from Traoré. Such long legs.
That tall length of Traoré reminds me of like an Ivan Dannenberg. Really tall, really good at using the range.
Are you talking about Mr. Cool?
Mr. Cool.
Here is Danny Traoré, nicknamed Breezy. We told you earlier, he says he's a good dancer. Said he was a chubby kid growing up. And finally, his mom said, you know what? I know you love to fight. Go to the gym, lose some weight. And that's what he did. But says he's not watching tonight. Will only watch the replay if he wins.
His opponent, Jeremy Antonio, fighting out of Strasbourg, France. Won 3 of his last 4 fights by knockout. As I keep mentioning, his favorite kick is the middle kick, which is the body kick. So he's not really having any success with that, so he's gonna have to dig deep, use his experience, and find some other strikes.
two men fighting right now are welterweights, and you know they'd love to get in the ring with this man sometimes. Dutch fighting legend Myrtle Groenhart squaring off against Aleem Nabiev. Two top 3 fighters. The winner, you gotta believe, is getting a world title shot next.
Fight!
Round 2, Traoré in the white gloves, Antonio in the black.
Fight!
All 5 scoring the first round to the German.
What's impressing me most with Traoré is the stance switching. He'll sit southpaw, good combinations, land a good left low kick.
Fight!
And then he'll switch stances so naturally.
Boy, Antonio's overcommitting. Was that a knockdown? I didn't even see the punch land. What happened?
Yeah, it looked like it was a short overhand right.
5, 6, 7, 8. Go.
Either way, a knockdown for Traoré. Let's see if he can get the finish.
I like Traoré hitting the body, then going back upstairs.
Oh, what a knee! Big knee from Traoré.
Yeah, there's that switch left knee that he's known for.
And another one sends him down again. Knockdown number 2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fight!
Spinning attack for Traoré. He's pulling out all the stops. Making his glory debut here tonight, and it's going about as well as possible.
Yeah, and Jeremy Antonio knows his strategies. He's got to pressure, but he can't stay shelled up like that.
And he can't turn his back.
Fight! No, because he knows those knees are coming any second.
There's another one. We just showed Myrtle Groenhart. He's pretty deadly with those knees.
Yeah, he's one of the best with that flying switch knee.
He'd be impressed with what he's seeing now from Traoré.
Fight!
No, he turned his back again, and that should do it.
2,
Knockdown number 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And that is it. 3 knockdowns in a round. It's over. And what a glory debut for Mr. Freezy, Danny Traoré.
Yeah, he looked great. He used his length, was able to really set up his shots. And like I said, it's those stance switches that set things up really well.
You knew Antonio was in trouble when he'd throw a punch or a kick and would immediately shell up and turn his back.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the mistake, but he couldn't stay long. He had to go in there and pressure to take away that length, but he ended up getting caught doing that. Yeah, let's look at some of the work from Traoré. You can see him come in. It looked like a left hook as he came in. Good counter style. Came in, got aggressive. Counter left hook, mixed in the short right, that finished him. Then here's the second knockdown. Good slip. Came back with his shots, but then mixed in this boom. Right knee didn't land really flush, but there was enough power through the guard to shut him down. Here Traoré ate a straight left, but there's Antonio turning his back, and Traoré went for that finish for the third knockdown.
He's a good dancer, and he's pretty good backflipping as well. Danny Traoré, 3rd professional win, 2nd by knockout, and he's 1-0 in glory. And you know we're going to see him again soon. We'll make it official now with Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end with an official time of 1 minute, 30 seconds of that second round. By way of the Glory Maximum Knockdown Rule, for your winner by technical knockout, Danny Traoré.
All right, let's take a quick talk here with Danny Traoré. You've got to be happy with your performance.
Oh man, I can't believe this. I worked so hard for that. I want to thank all the guys there in my corner. I want to thank the guys that are coming and support me from Germany. Man, that feels great to be here. Thank you, Glory. Thanks for everybody who prepared with me. It feels great.
All right, now you get to look at your handiwork here, my friend. Let's take me through some of these knockdowns. You had a lot of good stance switches, but your knees and your counter punching were just vicious.
Yeah, this is what we work for. I knew he's a southpaw. He kicks a lot. And we was trying to counter that. And yeah, man, you see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you talked about your knees a lot, and you did land a good few.
Yeah, it's only the beginning, you know. I'm getting better and better, and Yeah, that's it.
So seeing the welterweight division still being new in your career, where do you see yourself?
I don't want to be disrespectful or something. I'm just working for it, going back into the gym, work harder, work better, and hope to be soon here again.
All right, well, congratulations on an impressive debut, Danny Trari.
He's only 24 years old, has a great smile, a great look, and great skills. Well done to Coliseum Gym, as well as Thomas Ron, who helps train Trari. Coming up later tonight, Tiffany Van Soos will square off against Anissa Meksen for the Super Bantamweight Championship of the World. Here are the current rankings. Soos #1, of course, Meksen is the champ. Joeen Lee at #6 there, Joe, and we're about to see her in action.
Yeah, she's a fun fighter to watch. You're going to see her really come forward and try to use some of her big, powerful kicks.
Also tonight, beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern, it's Glory 64, the main event, Harut Grigorian and Cedric Doumbé.
Time now, ladies and gentlemen, for action in the women's super bantamweight division. First to make her way to the glory ring, make her feel welcome, Ji-Won Lee.
Ji-Won Lee fighting in Glory for the second time. She fights out of South Korea. That was probably a fairly long trip. We talked about the 30 hours it took River Dawes to get here. A similar flight, I'm sure, for Ji-Won Lee.
And we first saw her when she was only 19 years old at Glory 25. We threw her right in with one of the best kickboxers from France, Amel Debbie. Now at 21 years old, got a little bit more experience. So let's see where she's adapted and improved since her debut.
Here now is her opponent, Sarah Musadak.
Sarah Musadak, 8-0, and Joe, we kind of threw her right into the wolves. We just found out she was fighting this week, a late replacement. What do you know about her?
Well, I know she's 8-0 in her career so far. She does come from a family of kickboxers. Her father was a several times champion in kickboxing, which influenced her. So she comes from that fighting family with some good fighting spirit.
Tail of the tape, the Frenchman, or Frenchwoman rather, just 18 years old. Ji-Won Lee, just 21. She's an inch taller as well, but it'll be Sarah Musadak who has a 1-inch reach advantage.
Professionally experienced, the big edge for Lee, and KO advantage, slight edge for Sarah Musadak.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in Glory's women's super bantamweight division. And introducing first, fighting out of the black corner, she's a 2011 WAKO Korean gold medalist. Her professional record, 25 wins with just 3 losses, 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. At 5 feet 6 inches tall, 1.67 meters, she weighed in at 122.1 pounds, 55.4 kilos. She fights tonight all the way from South Korea. Please welcome Ji-Won, the idol fighter, Lee. Here now is her opponent fighting out of the white corner. This 18-year-old phenom has amassed an amateur record of 39 wins, 6 losses, 2 draws, and as a professional, perfect. 8 fights, 8 wins, and 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. At 5 feet 5 inches tall, 1.65 meters, she weighed in at 120.4 pounds, 54.6 kilograms. She fights tonight out of France. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Sarah Musadak. And your referee for this contest, Tobias Gerald.
Ladies, you understand the rules we are fighting to. Respect my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch glove if you like. Back to the corners.
So Musadak comes in on a week's notice, replacing the injured Esma Hassas. She's earned a good reputation on the French amateur circuit. She's undefeated in 8 pro fights, but is she for real? We're about to find out. She's wearing the white gloves, Lee in the black.
Musadak really looking to use her kicks. She knows Lee's really aggressive with her boxing.
Ooh, nice left hook there. And they're letting their hands fly. High kick from Musadak.
I really like that she's mixing her punches and her kicks well. Where Lee's gonna need to pressure, especially come in with her straight punches.
And Joe, I would guess, generally speaking, it's easier for an 18-year-old to get ready in 1 week as compared to, say, a 30, 32-year-old.
Well, yeah, probably easier on the body to cut weight. You're younger, but both girls are really young. Lee's only 21, but when she made her debut, she was 19, so she's almost a veteran now at only 21.
What a win this would be if Sarah Musadak could get it. You come in and you beat the 6th ranked fighter in Glory on 1 week's notice.
Yeah, really impressive, but good start so far. She seems to have a lot of power for such a small frame. She's throwing that left hook with some bad intentions. There's those straight punches that
nice
Lee's good for.
Lee. Splitting the guard perfectly.
Yeah, that's what Lee likes to do. When she gets aggressive, she'll come straight forward with her punches like that.
Nice punches there from Sarah.
Nice level change there from Lee now. Putting her punches in combination.
Good right hand connects for Lee. Lee says she enjoys fighting at a distance, wants to stay on the outside and throw straight punches.
Lee has had 2 fights since her Glory debut, both by winning by KO, so she does have power behind those punches.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, Musadak's just confident, just sitting in the pocket. But I liked when she was staying long with her kicks. She needs to stay a little bit patient.
Maybe she's felt Lee's power and thought, you know what, I can stand here and trade with her. Nice high kick.
That's what she needs to do, mix those kicks at levels.
Tried it a 3rd time, and Lee saw it coming. Good opening round. Who do you give the edge to there?
Oh, that's close call. I mean, am I going with the forward pressure? I think the judges will have it split, but I'm giving a slight edge to Lee.
Well, here's more about Sarah Musadak, 5-time junior national champion of France. Just began her pro career, hasn't fought any big names yet, but she is undefeated at 8-0. This is by far the toughest challenge she's faced.
Ji-Won Lee from South Korea, nicknamed the Idol. Professional record, very impressive, 25 wins, 3 losses, 6 by KO. And one day dreams of becoming an actress. A lot of good fight movies, hopefully in the future. You can see those straight punches. There's Lee's really coming forward and pressuring. This is the best success she had when she came forward with her hands. But Sarah Musadak's not intimidated by that pressure.
Round 2, and right away, Musadak goes right after Lee.
I'm curious to see these scorecards now.
4 judges give it to Musadak. So a big surprise perhaps in the making here in Strasbourg.
I'd like to see Musadak go to those kicks, especially on level changes when she went upstairs. Hard punches exchanged.
Joanne Lee told us that she got her fighting spirit from her mother, who was a competitive swimmer, and her father, who was a special forces soldier.
The forward boxing pressure from Lee. What she needs to keep doing. Stay out of that kick range.
Musadak loves the right high kick.
And she did land good low kicks. You can see some redness on Lee's legs. That's where those level changes need to come. Those head kicks from Musadak aren't missing much.
Nice left hook connecting for Lee. And a left high kick from Musadak.
Yeah,
and again,
she's just flowing with those level changes, with those kicks really well.
Win or lose, a strong debut for Sarah Musadak. Body kick.
And those head kicks from Musadak aren't missing by much. Lee needs to make sure her hands are pinned at her temples.
The punches of Lee versus the kicks of Musadak.
Another close round.
GloryShop.com has all the latest Glory merchandise and training gear at the click of a button. Receive 15% off all merchandise using the code GLORY64. That's for tonight only. Use the code GLORY64 at GloryShop.com. Let's see some of those kicks from the French woman.
Yeah, you can see how close they are from landing, but she just throws them so effortlessly with level changes. And even through the guard, it can do some damage. But Lee needs to keep pressuring. That's the way you stop those head kicks from coming. You need to throw a head kick at distance. So if Lee's in her face, blasting those punches, good way to keep Sarah Musadak from landing any of those kicks.
Ready, last round.
Third and final round, Sarah Musadak in the white gloves, Jiwon Lee from South Korea in the black. 3 judges gave round 2 to Musadak, 2 to Jiwon Lee. So now we'll see the total scores. And guess what? Jiwon Lee will need a knockdown here, Joe.
Yep. They're scoring those kicks really well. The pressure from Lee isn't just doing enough to the judges.
Jiwon Lee certainly is capable of knockouts. 6 of her 25 wins have come by KO, including 2 in a row.
Ooh, hard left hook from Musadak.
A little throwaway jab there connects. Tobias Gerald, our referee tonight. Joe, when you know your opponent's going to be throwing another high kick, how do you cut her off at the pass?
Well, it's pressure. You got to either stay in or stay out. You can't sit in mid-range and let Musadak just throw them freely like that. There you go, just outside or pressure in right away.
A side kick, then a high kick, couple punches thrown. Musadak showing you a variety of striking right now.
And she's keeping her distance now. Lee's not pressuring, so she can sit there and play a little bit more technical.
And maybe her coaches have told her the score, hey, just ride this thing out, we've got it.
But she's playing the right fight. She's hitting, just staying outside of range, circling out, keeping her range. Very impressive for only being 18 years old.
Could be a long flight home back to South Korea for Jaewon Lee if she can't do something dramatic here in the third round. There's some shots.
I'm not seeing the urgency from Lee either. She just seems to be content. Staying on the outside, maybe fatigue being a factor.
Now she's running forward.
Sometimes it's tough traveling to fight. Jet lag, time differences. So maybe that sucked out a lot of the gas from Lee.
Or maybe Musadak is a lot better than we perhaps thought she was.
Yeah,
and that is it. Sarah Musadak, on 1 week's notice, appears to have just beaten the 6th-ranked fighter in the world.
Yeah, it doesn't get better than that for your debut. She showed her young experience and was able to really mix and match her strikes. I like it.
Still to come tonight, not one but 2 big welterweight showdowns, including 1 versus 3, Aleem Nabiev and Myrtle Grunhart, and then number 2 taking on the champion, Harut Grigorian. We'll have a lot of answers after tonight's fight.
Yeah, absolutely. But this fight here is, you know, Nabiev's such a technician, where Grunhart, the vet, really looks at, you know, pressuring, trying to get his hands on Nabiev because he wants another crack at his world title.
And then the main event, the champ, Harut Grigorian, defending for the 2nd time, the first ever meeting against Cedric Doumbé.
And Doumbé, the big talker, but Harut Grigorian's not letting him get in his head. Stayed really quiet all fight week.
So here are our highlights. Good opening round. It was the best of the fight, at least for Lee.
Yeah, Lee came in really aggressive with her hands, but Musadak wasn't intimidated by the size or that forward pressure. She just stood in the pocket and was happy going back and forth. But as the fight went on, she seemed to get a little bit more confident, especially with her kicks, with the level changing, keeping her distance. Really mixing her jab well. And then using that pressure, trying to score a late knockdown. Anything for an extra point, why not?
Yeah, she sold it, but no one was buying. So Jaewon Lee, to her credit, thought she'd be fighting Esma Hazaz, probably prepared for her, and then was thrown a loop just, what, 5-6 days ago. Yep. She'd have a new opponent. Nevertheless, the fight happened. It is over. Here are the scores, courtesy of Tim Hughes.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecard, and our 5 ringside judges hand us back a split decision. Scoring this bout, 30-27, Musadak. 29-28, Lee. And our 3 remaining judges have it 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Sarah Musadak.
Sarah Musadak, Joe, winner by split decision. What does her glory future look like?
Well, I think it looks great. I mean, you can see a lot of good potential matchups, and I know she'll be really wanting to watch that Van Soos versus Mexen fight, but again, even Esma Hazaz, who she replaced, would be a great fight, so hopefully we see her back 9-0, bright future.
Just made herself some money, that's for sure. Congratulations to Sarah Musadak, only 18 years old, 9-0 as a professional. The 2 best super bantamweights will face off later tonight. Joe just mentioned it, Anissa Mexen and Tiffany Van Soos.
Yeah, it's a rematch, and the first one was really close. It really came down to, I think, the volume of Mexen and the way she used her kicks, so Van Soos gonna have to have some new tricks up her sleeve.
now, ladies and gentlemen, for the middleweights, and another bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First to make his way to the glory ring, Jakob Steuben.
Jakob Steuben, nicknamed the Siberian Tiger, raised in Russia, currently lives in Germany, and he's here, as you can tell from the helmet, to put in some work.
Yeah, absolutely. He prides himself in his creativity and his intelligence, so let's see how he can mix it up well, especially with that tall, long frame.
And now his opponent, Ertugrul Bayrak.
Ertugrul Bayrak, nicknamed Ghazi, the number 6 ranked middleweight in the world. Just one pro fight in glory, and he's 1-0, constant high pressure, but still feels he can be evasive with that style.
Yeah, his debut is against Dominant Visa, which was a split decision win, so he wants to keep that momentum going in glory.
Here's our tale of the tape for this middleweight showdown. 187 pounds, 85 kilos, both men in their mid-20s. But look at Steuben, a 78-inch reach that's 6 inches longer than Bayrak. And it is Steuben, not Steuben, by the way.
Yeah, professional experience. The edge goes to Ertugrul Bayrak. KO percentage to Steuben. Steuben, sorry. You confused me.
My fault. It's spelled Steuben, but pronounced Steuben.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this middleweight matchup scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. And introducing first, fighting out of the black corner. He comes in on a 4-fight winning streak, including a big win at the European Championships last summer. As a professional, 15 wins versus just 1 loss, and 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. This will be his glory debut. At 6 feet 3 inches tall, 1.90 meters, he weighed in at 186.1 pounds, 84.4 kilos. He's here tonight, fighting out of Cologne, Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Jakob, the Siberian Tiger, Steuben. His opponent, fighting out of the white corner, a former middleweight champion and winner of 5 of his last 6 bouts. His professional record, 17 wins with just 6 losses, 5 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, 1.85 meters, and weighed in at 187.8 pounds, 85.2 kilos. Fighting tonight out of Turkey, here is Ertugrul Ghazi Bayrak. And the third man inside the ropes, your referee is Paul Nichols.
Come here. Pick that ice up and all. Gentlemen, you understand the rules that you're fighting to. Protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Do you have any questions? Touch gloves if you like. Push back.
Jakob Steuben making his glory debut, 15-1. A lot expected out of him, but don't look past Ertugrul Bayrak, who's coming off an impressive win over Donovan Visa back in December.
Fight!
3 rounds, middleweight division, and right away, Steuben comes flying out of his corner.
Yeah, he's really got that tall range, so Bayrak's going to want to come forward and pressure. And we saw that in his debut, looked really impressive coming forward. A lot of good boxing, ending his combinations with low kicks. So being the shorter fighter, he needs to keep that same strategy. Punches to low kicks. Bayrak spent some time in Thailand preparing for this fight.
Bayrak said he was a bit nervous for his debut in glory, the fight he won. Now he says he's much more comfortable, and a nice right hand followed by a left.
Yeah, he's showing that good pressure and ring control. He's keeping Steuben against the ropes. There's those low kicks. But Steuben needs to keep his hands tight.
Break!
Respect that power of Bayrak.
Body shot. Nice start to the round here for the man from Turkey, fighting out of Amsterdam.
Yeah, Steuben needs to get out of this corner. Otherwise, he's just going to sit and keep eating these punches to low kicks.
Yeah, he's got a 6-inch reach advantage. He's not exploiting it.
Yeah, Bayrak's not going to allow it.
Overhand right almost does the job.
Good, intelligent fighting from Bayrak. He's really mixing his strikes. He'll go to the head, rip the body, mixing his kicks as well. You've seen him use his knees. That's what Steuben needs to do. Try to use those knees. Since he can't use his reach and his jab or his kicks, try to get those knees up the middle.
Break! Fight!
Steuben has certainly slowed down a lot since coming out running that flying knee.
He's trying for some spectacular offense, but a good pressure fighter with a tight defense like Bayrak, it's really difficult to land those.
He just hasn't gotten comfortable yet. And a lot of credit goes to Bayrak for that.
Yeah, really good ring control so far. You can see how he always adjusts himself to make sure he keeps Steuben against the ropes.
Steuben was certainly very confident this week. He's only lost once in 16 fights, so a lot of reason to be confident, but this is a whole nother level than he's used to.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially against Bayrak, who's been in the ring before. Now that the pressure's gone, he's able to let his combinations go.
Ertuğrul Bayrak won his Glory debut at Glory 62. Said he was nervous for that fight, as I just mentioned. Born and raised in Amersfoort, Netherlands, but considers himself to be Turkish. And he's currently ranked number 6 in the middleweight division.
His opponent, Jakub Steuben, nicknamed the Siberian Tiger. Born and raised in Siberia, Russia, with an impressive record. 15 wins, 1 loss, 7 by knockout. Won his last 4 fights coming into this bout. But he's got a tough one against Bayrak. He's not going to give him any space.
Interesting story about how Jakub Steuben got into fighting. Said he used to have nightmares about someone attacking and beating up his family members. Said, I would have no way to protect him. I don't have any skills. So he went to the gym, became a kickboxer, and a pretty darn good one. I guess in Siberia, you want to know how to use your hands.
Yeah, there you go. Better start right now from Steuben. Looks like his corner must have told him to stick to the punches to knees. Bayrak gonna shut down those punches with his low kicks.
You saw all 5 judges gave the first round to Bayrak. Nice body shot with the left hand. You could see the grimace on the face of Steuben.
And Bayrak's been going to the body quite often.
And other than the liver, Joe, which part of the body is most susceptible?
Well, you can go to the solar plexus right down the middle. That's where a lot of those knees land.
There's another one. You can see the face. Look at the face of Steuben. He's just fighting through the pain right now as blood comes out of his nose.
Well, that's kind of a good strategy, because if you just sit there, you're going to let Bayrak continue to punch, but at least you're punching, it might shell up your opponent. So, and that's what it did.
The best defense is a good offense sometimes.
Yeah. If he just sits there shelled up, Bayrak all day will hit that liver.
Nice one,
like right now, Bayrak's going to try to go for it. But did Bayrak slow down? His pressure doesn't seem to be as good as it was in the first round.
And I think that's a little bit because Steuben's now trying to apply some pressure. High kick just misses. Not a lot behind those kicks. And this is the distance that Steuben would be comfortable in.
Yep. Steuben needs to go watch a lot of semi-shield fights. I mean, use that tall, long frame, try to get some of those strategies that one of the tallest and best fighters use. But good second round for Steuben.
Yeah, Bayrak, the pressure was working so well for him, but he's almost abandoned it here.
I just think the gas tank isn't as there, but great second round. Steuben's pressure is a lot of hard volume.
They exchange low kicks. Nice fired up right hand there for Steuben.
I don't think he's stopped throwing once in this second round.
Well, he said one of his best attributes was his work ethic, and he's showing it here in round 2. A much better round for the German. Stop! Be sure to keep up with all things Glory on our website, glorykickboxing.com, as well as Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And use the hashtag Glory64 tonight. Glory Kickboxing, just a touch away. Joe, usually I ask you what a specific fighter needs to do in the third round, but I can tell everyone right now. Ertugrul Bayrak has to come forward and pressure Steuben. He can't sit at distance and let the big guy pick him apart.
Been learning from me, Todd. I like it. But that's absolutely it. But it comes down to a gas tank. You need to have a good gas tank to be able to come forward and to match that pace that Steuben's bringing. Let's see the energy that Steuben can bring in this round. Can he keep that pace that he had in round 2?
All seemed lost at the end of round 1 for Jakob Steuben. But right now he's right in the thick of it as we wait to see the judges' scores from the second round. 3 minutes to go here in Strasbourg. And 4 of the 5 judges gave that round to Bayrak. A bit of a surprise there.
Yeah, that's a surprise to me. We really didn't see Bayrak do too much in that second round.
That one seemed obvious. Maybe we weren't seeing what we should have been seeing. Either way, this is a good start to the third round as both men are opening up.
Break! Fight!
We saw Steuben land some good right hooks near the end of that second round. So let's see if he can continue with it.
So despite what we saw as a pretty obvious second round to Steuben, it went to Bayrak, which means, Joe, if he doesn't get knocked down here in the third, he wins the fight.
Yep. Well, Steuben needs something big, but this is the pressure we needed to see from Ertugrul. That's what we saw more in that first round. Now we have Steuben even attacking the body.
Well, both men right now are kind of fighting like they need a knockout, which is what we want. Wind up right hand.
Yeah, he's trying to show an overhand right, but turn it into a right uppercut.
Fight!
Oh, good left hook from Steuben.
Half of Steuben's wins have been by knockout. 7 of 15. So not quite half. His hands are starting to drop a little bit.
Ooh, now they're winging their punches. Not sure if they have the energy or the power right now to score a knockout. But that's the pressure Bayrak needs to continue doing.
A minute to go.
Break! Fight!
Good high kick there from Steuben. Well, if they didn't give him round 2, they're not going to give him round 3, even though he's fighting pretty well.
No. I thought this third round was better for Ertugrul.
Break!
Lots of volume from Steuben.
Bayrak on the back foot, 10 seconds to go. Both men giving it all they have. And that will do a good scrap.
Absolutely.
Between Steuben and Bayrak, but not enough from the Siberian Tiger to get a win. Still to come tonight, a pretty good light heavyweight showdown. In England, they call it a banger between Michael Dute, #1 ranked Donovan Abena, but also Gorlov and Zinedine Hammerlane. Joe, what do you expect from that fight?
Well, Gorlov is a very good pressure fighter, a lot of good power, could mix it up well, and Zinedine is just known for that right hand. He either knocks you out or he gets knocked out, so always an exciting fight when you have Zinedine fighting.
Here's our highlights from this middleweight slugfest.
First round, really good round for Ertuğrul Bayrak with his pressure. Second round, he got that round as well, but it was definitely a better round for Steuben. Was able to get more volume, more pressure, really mixing his strikes really well. Round 3 did go back and forth. Both guys had their moments. Took turns pressuring and dominating, so both with their moments, making it a really close fight.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't think Steuben's corner was looking at the open scoring because he's dancing, they're celebrating like they got the job done. And the only way that's correct is if our mathematical team completely botched the numbers, which they never have done. Let's hear now from Tim Hughes, the official decision.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Let's take a look at the totals. They scored this bout 29-28 Bayrak, 29-28 Steuben. And our 3 remaining judges also score the bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Ertuğrul Bayrak.
So Ertuğrul Bayrak, another split decision win. He's 2-0 in Glory, but Joe, it seems like he's got some work to do. If he was coming to Bazooka Joe's gym in Toronto, what do you have him do tomorrow?
Well, it's improve the conditioning. We need to get him working, get his work rate up, and he just has what it takes, but he needs to sustain that pace that he had in that first round into rounds 2 and 3, and then we have a potential contender.
We got a lot of talent in the middleweight division. Ertuğrul Bayrak currently number 6. He's probably going to fight a top 5 guy next. We'll see how he does then, but congratulations on the win in Stuttgart for him.
GloryShop.com is your stop for all things Glory Kickboxing. Represent your favorite world-class strikers and get your own t-shirts, hoodies, hats, training gear, and more. Join your favorite fight club and get your Glory gear today. GloryShop.com. Tradition, style, glory.
Our final preliminary bout of the evening, 3 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. It is an all-French affair. Welcome to the Glory Ring, Michael Palandre.
There's Michael Palandre. Won his debut at Glory 60 Lyon, so both his fights for Glory have come in France.
Yep, and he was very impressive. He had a Glory 47 Lyon win as well, but he came in, really used his pressure versus a tall, rangy fighter, so we want to see him keep going and keep gaining his experience.
And now here comes his opponent, Garrick Billet.
Neither one of these men used to losing, Joe. A combined record of 56-4. They've never fought each other, though, and they're both unbeaten in Glory.
Yeah, and also Billet came from a win at Glory 60 Lyon where he used good low kicks until he got a nice left uppercut finish. So these definitely the most talented 2 lightweights coming out of France right now.
Here's our tail of the tape for this featherweight showdown. Belay, 22 years old. Polandre is 26, and it'll be Mikel Polandre with a 2-inch reach advantage.
With professional experience, very close, slight edge for Belay. Both guys with really impressive records with similar win and knockout percentages.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this preliminary bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in Glory's lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner. He's coming off a perfect undefeated 2018 campaign, 7 wins, no losses last year. His career record, 26 wins with just 2 losses, 10 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He stands 6 feet, 1/2 inch tall, 1.84 meters, and he weighed in at 153.2 pounds, 69.5 kilograms. Fighting tonight out of Saint-Galmier, France, please welcome Mikel Polandre. His opponent fighting out of the white corner. This French standout rides a 6-fight winning streak tonight to Strasbourg. His record, 30 wins with just 2 losses. 14 of those 30 wins coming by way of knockout. At 5 feet 11 inches tall, 1.80 meters, he weighed in at 153.2 pounds, 69.5 kilograms. He fights tonight out of Burgundy, France. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Garrick Belay. Here once again is your referee, Tobias Gerald.
Gentlemen. Gentlemen, you understand the rules we are fighting to. Respect my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Touch glove if you like, and back to the corners. Judge, 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 timekeeper, ready, fight!
2 Frenchmen squaring off in our featured prelim. 3 3-minute rounds. Belay versus Polandre.
Belay really good with his kicks. His debut, we really saw him really use good punches to low kicks, which set up the hand finish.
Belay wearing the white gloves, Polandre in the black. Nice low kick. That knocked him off balance, but a no knockdown call by Tobias Gerald for Polandre. Polandre back on his feet, pressuring forward.
Yeah, Belay has some vicious low kicks. It's going to set up a lot of his hands.
2 of the best in France showcasing their skills here tonight in Strasbourg.
There's Polandre trying to mix up his strikes.
Oh, the low kick lands, but in the meantime, Polandre eats a straight right. And in your opinion, Joe, what do the judges put a better premium on? A good low kick or a good straight right hand?
Well, I think it's the straight right hand, because a lot of times if that straight right lands, it'll pop your head. Looks like it does more damage.
And you can see the damage the low kick's done on the outside left of Polandre's leg.
And Polandre's even coming back with that similar style, trying to come in with his hands and finish with that low kick too.
Joe, I've noticed a lot of guys don't try and block the kick or check the kick. They'll just almost pull their leg down and eat it.
Yeah, no, I don't believe it. I think you should try to block it, but a good low kick timing, your opponent shouldn't be able to block it. And that's why it's really masked well with punches. So you want to hit the low kick as your opponent steps in, or hit the low kick when they move on the back.
Or both.
Yeah.
In and out. Well, you can tell both men want to go right after each other. No wasted time.
Coming off KO wins or TKO finishes, you have that feeling you want to get it again. That's the addicting part of fighting.
It took Belay until the 3rd round to win his Glory debut. Polandre knocked out Mohamed Suma in the second round.
Polandre is doing some good work as well with his low kicks.
Not a lot separating these two Frenchmen here in round one. Here is Garrick Belay fighting out of Burgundy, France. I mentioned he won his Glory debut in Lyon via TKO. You win tonight and you start telling Glory, hey, don't just put me in France, start taking me internationally.
Yeah, he wants to fight other countries and get different experience for sure. He's got a fan favorite style, so we'll enjoy him in the US as well. Michael Polandre, born near Lyon, France.
Wait, don't bail out on that one.
Oh, I can't even try.
Go for it.
I will not try.
Montrond-les-Bains.
There we go. Even though I took French in Canada, it didn't help.
Yeah.
But he won his debut at Glory 60 via TKO. Best moves are those knees and the low kicks. This fight so far, it's the low kicks doing the best for him.
Anytime I mention that I have a friend from Canada, they say, well, does he speak French?
Yeah.
No. And I have to say, no, that's embarrassing to you, Joe.
I guess I'll take French classes then.
No, you're not.
Definitely not.
You're always at the gym. So 4 of the 5 judges gave round 1 to Garrick Belay.
Yeah, good low kicks. They're adding up well, but Polandre keeps countering back. Really close round.
Good high kick for Polandre.
Yeah, that's what I'm liking with Polandre. He attacks the legs really hard and then really mixes to the body or goes to the head. So I was going to say, that's the beauty about the low kick. It sets up the level change as well.
This may come down to who's in better shape. They just keep going tit for tat. Whichever man fades first may be the loser.
And it's almost similar styles too, where they're both content sitting in mid-range. A lot of good punch-to-kick combinations.
Similar height, similar weight, similar body frame, similar style.
Yep.
Oh, nice uppercut there, connecting for Belay.
Both guys have really red lead legs. Might come down to whose leg could take more low kicks.
Good combination there for Polandre.
Yep, and instead of going to the left hook, he went left uppercut.
One of the best punches of the fight, a left hook for Belay scores.
Great technical fight. This is what kickboxing is, being able to mix your punches and your kicks really well.
It's almost become a little bit of Dutch style in the fact that it's one man throws his combinations, then the other man throws his combinations.
Yeah, there's not much movement. The whole fight has almost happened in the center of the ring.
And you know they're damaging low kicks because not only the redness on the outside of the leg, Joe, but these guys take low kicks every day of their life in training. So their legs are calloused to the point that they shouldn't be showing much red.
Yeah, I want to see them actually block a few. It might take their opponent out from wanting to throw them.
Some people watching at home would say, if you stick your leg up to block a kick, why would that not hurt you just as much as him?
Well, it's shin conditioning. And when you do block a low kick just like that, he blocked it just under the knee. That's the hardest part of the tibia. So that's where you want to do it. You want to block just under the knee. And especially if you turn your foot out enough, you can catch your opponent's instep on your knee, which can be a strike.
Perhaps the most famous check kick came from Chris Weidman against Anderson Silva and shattered the Brazilian's leg.
Yeah, we saw that with, even in Glory, with Tyrone Spong.
Another good round, at least action-wise, from both these men. Don't know how the judges are going to score it. We're just 20 minutes almost to the second away from the Glory Super Fight Series and the featured fight, Aline Nabiev and Myrtle Grunhard. Joe, who do you give the edge to in that showdown?
Well, I got to give maybe a slight edge to Myrtle because of his experience. I think his pressure is going to be a key factor here. We saw Grigorian do really well pressuring Nabiev, so if Grunhard can pressure, I think he'll have a very minimal advantage.
Coming up later tonight at Glory 64, the women's super bantamweight title on the line. One of the most anticipated rematches in history from Glory. Tiffany Van Soest, the former champ. She's looked like that all week, folks. Usually she smiles and is happy. Not now. She's super focused on beating that woman who has had 97 career wins and is the reigning champion. 3 minutes to go here in what has been a fantastic welterweight fight. For the 5 judges giving round 2 to Palandre. So it all comes down to this 3rd round, and that's how they're fighting.
And they're just swinging. At this point, they're not even defending the head punches. They're just throwing back. Perfectly matched fight.
Good overhand right there. That's Belay. 1 round apiece. That's the way this has been scored.
I feel Belay needs to go back to the low kick. When he was landing them, you can visibly see Palandre's lead leg get swiped away.
Oh, there was a perfect moment for a spinning back fist, and he didn't fire.
And maybe he felt his range was off. With a spinning back fist, you got to hit with the glove. Can't hit with the forearm or elbow.
Minute and a half to go, 90 seconds. Not much has separated these 2 Frenchmen from the opening bell. Left hook connects right to the ear.
Just as you think Palandre's stealing it, Belay came with some hard punches himself.
And a nice body shot there for Belay.
Yeah, he's finding his left hook and his overhand right.
Palandre's got blood coming out of his nose now, making it difficult to breathe, but he's still going after Belay.
Palandre with the knees and the exit low kick. The activity of Palandre is impressive.
Caught him coming in! Straight right hand for Belay. But Palandre ate it as well as one man could, and he's coming back.
Oh, he just ate an uppercut in the inside.
Fantastic stuff here, 30 seconds to go. Either man can get knocked out at this point.
And I'm thinking Palandre was winning this round until he got hit. Let's see if Belay can pick it up and steal the end of this fight.
Nice high kick for Palandre. 15 seconds to go. Anyone could still win this round. Nice exchange there for Palandre.
Oi. Stop. Fight.
I would not want to be a judge. To me, this fight should be a draw, but that is impossible over 3 rounds with 5 judges, basically speaking.
It was a great fight. Very technical, a lot of good power, and the fact that these guys mixed up their punches and low kicks so well was just beautiful to watch.
Nice start to the night here for Glory Kickboxing as we prepare for our Super Fight Series in 15 minutes. Here are the results from earlier tonight. Seva winning a good one by split decision. River Dawes in his Glory debut remains unbeaten. And what a shot, or what a fight rather, for the man nicknamed Breezy. Our only knockout of the night so far, a TKO win in the 2nd round. Usotic with it, winner by split decision. All the fights, except for Breezy's fight, have gone to a split decision, and I believe the one we're watching right now will too.
Yeah, absolutely. It was that close of a fight so far, so good matchmaking.
Let's look at the highlights from Belay and Palandre.
Yeah, good fight right off the start. We saw Belay really use his low kicks really well and stole that 1st round with that power and the damage he was throwing there. But Palandre showed a lot of good toughness coming back into this 2nd round. He ended up being more of the aggressor, but it's hard to say aggressor because Belay would always come back and find the combinations of his own. And 3rd round was just really close where Palandre was winning the beginning of it, but Belay found some really hard punches that rocked Palandre, snapped his head back a few times. So is it the volume or the power shots the judges are looking for? but great fight.
So Tim Hughes is gathering the scores right now. He's in the ring. I have no idea which way this is going to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout goes the distance, so we again go to the judges' scorecard, and once again they give us back a split decision. Scoring this bout, 30-27 Palandre, 30-27 Belay, 29-28 Belay, 29-28 Palandre. And our fifth and final judge also scores the bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Michael Palandre.
All right, we're here with your winner, Michael Palandre, undefeated in glory. How did you take your win today?
Ok, on est ici avec Michael Palandre, qui vient de gagner ce combat. Comment tu te sens?
Très bien, merci. Bravo mon adversaire, très fort. Voilà, c'est super, bravo à lui. Je suis très content d'avoir gagné au Glory en France. Merci beaucoup.
I feel great. I just want to say thank you. Great job to my opponent. It was a really good fight. Thank you, everyone.
It was a good back and forth fight. You lost the first round according to the judges. Was it a harder fight than you expected?
C'était très bien aller-retour entre les deux. Tu as perdu le premier rond. Comment tu te pensais de ça, de retourner gagner le combat?
Bah, en fait, comme j'ai l'habitude de la boxe tag sur 5 rounds, le premier round, j'étais pas dedans. Après, ben, petit à petit, une fois que chaud, on monte, et je me suis rendu compte que le premier, je l'avais perdu.
So I train a lot in Muay Thai, and I'm used to 5 rounds. So the first round was just getting used to it, right? Little by little, getting better and better and figuring things out. By the second and third round, I knew that I had done it.
Well, congratulations on an amazing performance. Strasbourg, let's hear it for Michael Palandre.
So Palandre improves to 27-2 in his professional career and 2-0 in glory, winning our featured prelim by the slimmest of margins. No shame in the game for Garrick Belay. Just one judge scored it, 1 point not in his favor, and he loses tonight. Joe Valtellini back here ringside with me, and Joe, I don't know if I've ever been part of a card where 5 of the first 6 fights were by split decision.
Yeah, it was that close, but let me tell you, that last fight was incredible. I mean, the way they stood in the pocket, exchanged, good combinations, and that's what kickboxing is really about, being able to mix your punches with your kicks.
And now we get set for the Glory Super Fight Series coming up in 11 minutes and 30 seconds to be exact. Featured prelim, Aleem Nabiev and Myrtle Grunhart. A lot of people have been frothing at the mouth over this fight.
Yeah, and this fight's gonna come down to styles. Nabiev's a really tricky fighter. You're gonna see him try to switch stances, keep as much space as he can, but the Predator known for that forward pressure, crazy flying knees, and a lot of power. So, man, that fight I'm really excited for.
All right, we'll get you ready, or we got you ready. We hope you're ready because it's coming your way in just over 10 minutes on UFC Fight Pass and your local listings around the world. For the entire Glory Kickboxing crew, including our executive producer, Phil Borson, he's Joseph Valtellini, I'm Todd Grisham. We'll see you in a few minutes here from Strasbourg, France.
Saturday, March 9th, Glory 64 Super Fight Series.